Hello fellow Sudokans and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Monday the 19th of June 2023. I hope you are keeping well, ready for Monday, or maybe it might still be Sunday where you are. Anyway, whatever, have a good one. And let's get on with the Guardian beginner level Sudoku in a moment. I should welcome newcomers to the channel and newcomers to the game of Sudoku. I'll explain all about the game in just a second. And I should apologize. I know in the background the microphone is probably picking up like a banging sound. There seems to be some construction outside on the road. My apologies, but I only have this short window to play the game today, and I can't delay it. Otherwise, there won't be a Sudoku on this channel today. So I've got to get on with it despite the annoying banging in the background. Please try to ignore it if you can. Oh, at least it's picked up a good rhythm now. I don't even know if the microphone is picking it up, but anyway, I can hear it. It's very loud. Let's get on with the... no, let's not. Let's talk about what's going on with Keir Starmer, who has apparently announced that Labour is going to go absolutely hell for leather to promote net zero. The net zero targets, which means investing in clean energy and clean energy technologies. This is great. And it also includes disinvesting in new exploration for oil and gas, which needs to be right. I mean, we have to stop this. But, of course, backlash has come, as expected from the Tory party, but as should not come from some union members or unions, official spokesmen, I guess. Unions have to take a wider picture on this. Unions are there to protect their members, but they also should understand that their members won't be protected if we don't have a planet to live on. So they have to take the wider picture into account. And also unions need to be political organizations, and they need to understand rather more about what's going on. Man, this noise is driving me nuts. I'm sorry. I'm going to get on with the game of Sudoku because I can't think about anything else at the moment. And so if you are a beginner to the game, I'll very briefly explain. It doesn't take long to understand the rules. And also quickly, before you switch away thinking, oh, you need to be a buffin or you need to be great at maths or something. No, you really don't. It's a very simple game in its basic form like this. There are 9 squares in each of the rows across. I'm sorry about jumping over them. That's just a problem with my mouse. Okay, there are 9 squares in every row across. There are 9 squares in every column down. And you can see that there are numbers placed in some of these squares. There are also these small blocks of 3 by 3. Okay, and there are 9 of these blocks. Now, the object of the game is to place the digits 1 to 9 in each row, each column, and each small block like this. Okay, and we use logic to do this. So exactly how do we use logic to place these numbers? We don't need maths. Okay, let's look at this block here. Doesn't yet have 1. All we have is 8 and 6. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, and 9 to complete this block. So let's consider digit 1, shall we? We've got 1 in this row already. So can a 1 appear in any of these 3 squares? Answer, no, it cannot, because we already have 1 in this column here. Now we have a 1 in this column here. So that's going to block down here like this. So we know that this square also can't be a 1. And when we come over here, we can see a 1 in this row, and that blocks across here like this. And a 1 in this row which blocks across here like this. So you can see all of these blue squares are forbidden from becoming digit 1 because of the intersecting ones that we already have. And that leaves just 1 empty square. So we know that 1 goes there. Now we don't need to look for any other possibility that could go there. There is only one solution to this game, and if you find only one possible location where a number can go, put it in immediately. Do not delay. Right. Now, can we do any more on 1s? It seems we can. We've got 1s blocking across these 2 rows like this, and then from the bottom to up here, you can see 1 blocking again. I say blocking meaning forbidding those squares from becoming digit 1, right? And so that's going to put a 1 into that square there. And now when we go down to the bottom from this one, and this one here, and the one across here, we're going to find there's only one place we can put 1. And we actually have finished digit 1 for this particular grid. We've got 1 in every one of our small 3x3 grids. Okay, now if you remember, numbers 1 to 9 must appear in each grid, so we have done every digit 1. There are no more to find. So it appears we are already on our way. Right, now, so let's go on and say, what's happening with the 2's? Now, what we can say is that 2 blocks all the way to the bottom here like this, okay? Now, I'm actually going to target this bottom block down here, but in the meantime, I need to do something else first. Now, here we know that this square is forbidden from becoming a 2. So 2 is either going to be in this square or this square. We only have 2 possibilities, can't go anywhere else. But when the 2 appears either here or here, whichever one it appears in, it is going to block down here, right? So we understand that none of these 3 squares can become 2 because 2 will be either here or here. Got it? And now we've got the 2 blocking across here like this. And so we have, again, found only one possible place where a 2 can fit. Okay. Right, now, meantime over here we have 9 blocking down, 9 blocking up. We're going to place ourselves a 9 in that square. Then we've got 9 across here and across here like this. It's going to give us a 9 there. And we have 9 down here and 9 across here like this. That's going to give us a 9, and 9 up here and 9 up here and 9 across here, which is going to give us a 9 in that square. So I did that in a kind of rhythm. We haven't quite finished though. In fact, we're going to be able to finish the 9s. I can see we've got 9s like this. So we've got 9 there, and then when we go to the top like this and across, we now have a 9 in every one of our small blocks. So 1 and 9 are both finished. And you've also discovered what to do about 2. Now, do you remember that a moment ago we had the possibility of 2 in one of these 2 squares because we had 2 blocking down here? Well, now this square is filled, and so of course there is only one possibility of where the 2 can go. It must go in that square there, and there's only one digit left to complete this block, which is an 8, so we'll put that in as well. Okay, right. Now, which is the easiest way to go forward is always the Sudokun's cry. We have 7 blocking across and 7 blocking across here like this. So in this block here, that has to be the 7. 7 going up to the top like this will give us a 7 there. We can't actually finish the 7s though this time. But we can know something. Okay, so we don't have a 7 in this row yet. Okay, there's no 7 yet. But we have 7 blocking this square and 7 blocking this square. So neither of these 2 squares can become 7 because of these 7s. So we know that 7 must appear in that square there. Now the missing numbers in this row are 2 and 5, and when we look for any intersecting 2's and 5's, we immediately, hopefully immediately, or pretty quickly, find this 5. So can this square become 5? No, because it's already in this column. So we know that that is going to be 5. And now there's only one number missing for this row here. We know that that has to be a 2. Now we have 3 blocking across here like this, which is going to give us a 3 in that square there. There are 2 empty squares in this block. We're looking for 4 and 5 because that's all that's missing. We have everything else, 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 4 and 5 go here and here. And we can see from down here a 5 intersecting. So this square is blocked from becoming a 5, so that must be the 5. And now there's only a 4 to complete the block there. There's only one empty square in this row. When we search and find what's missing, we find it's a 6. So that's the number that goes in there. Usually if we see 3 squares like this, we investigate and see what's missing. What don't we have? We don't have 2, 4 and 7. At the moment, we can't tell which is which. We have 1 blocking 2, so 2 could go in those squares. We have 1 blocking 7, 7 could go in those squares, but 4 could go anywhere. So we can't solve this bit of the puzzle yet. We have to come back at a later time. And we have to look elsewhere. And the art of the game is about the looking. So let me do something that I did kind of previously. We have 5 blocking across here, and we have 5 blocking down here. What does it mean? It means 5 is either in this square or in this square, one of these 2 white squares here, right? Can we say which is which? We look up here. No, we don't have any 5s to tell us which is which. But we do know that 5 is going to be either here or here, okay? Now, let's see. Because the 5 is definitely in this row, either here or here, it's going to block back in this direction like this. And then we have the 5 blocking across here and the 5 down here. And that means this is the only place where a 5 can go. I can see some stuff, but I only really want to give you the easiest possible way forward at the moment. Nothing too difficult, really. So I'm looking for the easiest way. Even though I can see a way to move, I don't want to go in that way just yet. I'd prefer to give you an example of something that's reasonably straightforward and simple. And I'm not finding it. So probably what I should do is just look at the digits like this and see where things can go. This can help a lot. If you're playing on a computer and you highlight a number, all of the numbers highlight of all the iterations of that digit highlight, I should say. And that makes it a bit easier to see things quite often. There we go. 6 blocking down here and 6 down here. There was an easy 6 to grab. There's just one empty. I've just noticed there's only one empty square down here. I was looking at other things there, and now I see that we need an 8 here because that's the only empty square in this column. Okay. So the missing numbers here and here are going to be 3 and 5. Now we've got the blocking 5 across here, so there's our 5, and there's our 3. And again, we're going to do this kind of thinking forward type thing. We've got 3 blocking across the bottom and 3 blocking down here, like this. Well, actually, don't need to do that. 3 is one of the missing numbers in this row, and we have the 3 blocking here, so we can just place the 3 there. And then the missing digit for this row is going to be 4. 8 blocks down here. We still don't have an 8 in this section, so 8 must be in here. And this will be a 6 to complete this block here. Missing numbers over here are 4 and 8, and we have an intersecting 8, so the 8 goes here, and this will be the 4. And then 8's blocking up here and up here will give us an 8 in that square there. Now there's one empty square for this column. It needs a 3. I do apologize again for this banging noise, which is really headache inducing almost. Hopefully it's not going to be when I'm working in a moment. I guess it will be. I should be talking over the noise when it comes to work. We have 6 blocking down here. Here's the 6. And to finish this, we need a 2. Now we have 2 going up here and across here, which will give us a 2 in that square. And for this column, we haven't got a 4 yet, so that's the last number to place there. Now we have 4 blocking across here and 4 up here, which will give us 4 in that square. And the last number for this column looks to be an 8. And now we have 8 across here, and up here. So this would be an 8. That's the final digit, 8. Digits 1, 8, and 9, we have all of them. So just looking for the others now. What is missing in this column here? We are still looking for 2 and 3, so we've got 2 blocking this square, so the 2 must appear here, and then we're left with a 3 to complete this row. And the last number to go here now is a 5. 5 blocks across here, that gives us a 5 in that square, and the last number to place here is a 3. Of course, if you are absolutely new to the game, never played it before, you just go back and watch any difficult part again, although this hopefully is pretty easy all the way through. But if it's a bit fast, is what I mean, you can go back and watch it again, of course. Feel free, and in fact you'll do me a bit of good because you will increase my views. 6 was the last number to place in this row, like so. The only numbers we have left are 2, 4, and 7. Now I can see a 2 here and I can see a 7 there, so I know that this is going to be a 4 without even examining the rest of the digits. We also have 4 blocking up here. That's going to put 4 into that square. Now we're left with just 2 and 7. We already have a 2 here. We're just looking for a 7 there. 7 blocks down here, giving me a 7 there. And a 2 to finish our beginner level game from The Guardian for Monday. Every Monday is an easy level game, beginner level game. So come back or go back in time and check out previous Monday versions. Bye-bye.